What's up, YouTube? Coming to you live from Truckerland. Feel like I'm part of the Walking Dead peak. Used to be a major industrial facility. Back in the day. There's now pretty much just a warehouse that stores these giant industrial rolls that we deliver from the port of Savannah to this destination. But anyway, that's not why we're here today. Today we're here to talk about getting in a position to win with money. What does that mean? What does that mean? Hey, unless you have more than enough, you could always use some extra. And even when you got more than enough, you've become the type of individual who's capable of managing resources. You're an allocator. And so the world needs you because, hey, nobody's coming to save you. The government's sure not coming to save you. You know, you may not have family or friends capable of saving you, so you got to save yourself. Put yourself in position to save others. So how do you do that? In an economy where housing is out of the control, the cost to live, gas, food, all the essentials have probably gone up realistically 20 to 30% in the last 3 to 5 years. How do you get positioned? Well, it's this rule of thumb in the world of investing that says, get to $100,000 as soon as you can. And once you get to $100,000, invest it. That $100,000 starts to work harder for you than you work for it. But I got a caveat. What if you can get to your first $30,000 and put yourself in a position to buy a multifamily property? What's a multifamily property? A duplex, a triplex, a fourplex. And I stop at fourplex because this is not an apartment conversation or commercial property conversation. This is a conversation about a primary residence. A primary residence, based on banking rules, is anything that's considered a single family. And a single family, a duplex, a triplex, or a fourplex are all considered single family, which simply means this: you can get some of the most affordable financing possible. 30-year long-term fixed rate mortgages, which then, for example, even, at these 6% interest rates, if you can find you a property with a first-time home buyers, you can probably get in it for less than 5%. But let's just say 5%. With 5% of $400,000 is $20,000. You can technically buy a $400,000 property for $20,000 down, $20,000 down, and you have $10,000 left to manage your transition from a renter to now a property owner. But why is it important to do that first opposed to get your first $100,000? I'm gonna tell you, because this is gonna help you get to your $100,000 faster. Because you can live in one of the units, rent out the other 3, get educated in the world of real estate, which it doesn't take much. You already know real estate. If you're an adult, you've lived in real estate your entire life. You lived in a house, you know the water heater's gone out, you know the AC's gone out, you mom, pop, or mom or pop, somebody, grandma them, grandpa them, need to buy a new refrigerator, time to get a new stove, had to cut the grass, got a lawnmower, paid somebody to cut the grass, had the mama paint it because she wanted a new paint color, put down some new flooring, took the carpet up, put down wood floors, updated the kitchen, updated the bathroom. You already know real estate, okay? So it ain't rocket science. But this time, you'll get an opportunity to learn firsthand, not only about real estate, but what it means to be an owner, operator of an investment property that subsidizes your living expenses. AKA, you got a fourplex, you can rent all 4 of them out for $1,000 a unit, except for you live in one. So you got $3,000 coming in, and you can do the math on this yourself. But with a $380,000 mortgage, your payment's probably gonna be somewhere around $2,700, $2,800. So, you know, it's gonna be close to break even. But here's the thing, your expenses go to zero. And because your expenses go to zero, your biggest expense, which is housing, and you need to have a cash car, not a car payment, now you can really start to stack your paper up. I know some folks will say, man, it's a little risky, man. Now you're responsible for 4 different properties and such and such and such and such. But hey, remember, at a minimum, you should have $10,000. $10,000, it'll replace 3 water heaters. It'll replace 3 stoves. It'll replace 3 refrigerators. It'll probably only replace 1, maybe 2 HVAC systems. But this is the beginning. And if 30,000 is not enough, take a little more time and get 40,000. I would actually like to see you with 50,000 before you make the move, because that'll put you in a position of strength and calm under pressure. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. House hacking, you know, you got to come up with alternative ways to make the most of these situations, especially when the economy has changed in such an extreme way over the last 3 to 5 years that it's impacting your individual economy. But hey, as a 51-year-old who had an opportunity to ride a few economic waves, this is the same advice I would tell both of my sons. And if you were to talk to either one of them, they already don't talk. They will tell you, yeah, my pop won't let me buy anything unless it's a multifamily as my first property. Hey, but from one father to any young person out there who just needs some guidance in that space, it worked for me and my wife and my family. It will work for my sons and their family when the time comes. I hope anything I share with you makes a little more sense, and if nothing else, makes you aware of the possibilities of what you can do with little and how you can turn it into a lot more. And as my man Jim Rohn always says, remember, y'all, you can work hard on your job and make a living, but if you work hard on yourself, you can make a fortune. All right, y'all, peace.